If you need to convince others to your value, it means you don't know your worth and your value yourself. Because what do you mean that knowing your worth, knowing how amazing, how great person you are going around and convincing others, convincing them to like you, to work with you, to be your date, whatever it is. If you really know who the F you are, you don't need to convince anyone. You don't have any need to chase anyone. You are actually the one who's doing the choosing because you know your worth. You remember every single day who you are and what you stand up for. And if they don't see your value, you don't convince them. It's like when you go to sell diamonds, they are not selling you diamonds, telling you how amazing and how worthy they are, because this is obvious. It's just on the customer side if they're gonna buy it or not. If someone doesn't appreciate you enough, you are not on some kind of sales call with your life to prove how amazing you are, to share this value even more, to convince them to be your friend or partner or whoever else. You stand in your power by sometimes leaving certain situation, by sometimes leaving certain relationship that is not good enough for you. It is not about if you are enough. Are they enough for you? Do they treat you really the way you want to be treated? Because the real charisma, the real confidence, the real self-worth starts with you knowing who the F you are, not what everyone around you think about yourself. Hello, it is Marta. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and to my podcast. If you're new here, go and make sure to subscribe because we yap here all about confidence, manifestation, and becoming best dream version of yourself. We have less than 6 months left of 2026, and this is the year where your whole life changes, when you step into your potential, when you are actually finally seen of who you are. You stop being this people pleaser who wants to fit in, who wants to act the way that everyone around you is comfortable. Make them uncomfortable. Be yourself unapologetically, authentically, with all of the light that you have within. Stop finally shrinking yourself just because everyone expects you to play it cool, to play you chilled, to play it differently. If you are this a little bit more quiet person and everyone wants to change you and they are telling you, you need to be louder, you need to be more confident. Quiet confidence kills insecurity. That's why people are shocked. Why you are not talking nonstop? Why are you not like that bubbly? Because you don't have to prove anything. Because you know your worth. You remember who you are. Insecurity is loud. Real confidence is not about non-stop screaming. But at the same time, if you are the type of person who is bubbly, who is full of energy, who wants to talk non-stop, then go and freaking do it. The thing is, you have to stay true to yourself, to the way you are. You don't have to convince anyone to like you. You don't have to prove yourself for others to respect you. Respect should be always given for you just because you are a human being. And this is enough. Don't ever let anyone tell you, oh, you are too much. Like, you are too loud. You are too confident. You know your worth. Like, why would you even believe in yourself that much? Because confidence comes before you prove it. It doesn't come from results. It doesn't come from working hard. It comes from this vision you have of yourself, of your life, of your goals. And you believe in this vision so badly that you know you're gonna achieve it no matter what. No matter how hard it is, you're gonna always go for it. You're gonna be determined. You're gonna be resilient. And you gonna stay true to yourself. Regardless what everyone is thinking, regardless what everyone is telling you every single day. If you lose yourself, if you lose part of who you are, how you act, what are your values, just to fit in somewhere else, baby girl, there is something wrong. Because it's not about you changing to fit somewhere. It is about you changing your environment if it doesn't fit you, if it doesn't see your worth, if it doesn't see how amazing you are. Charisma, confidence, it all doesn't really start with acting certain ways so people gonna respect you, so people want to connect with you. It's actually all about not giving an F. because you are so confident. You respect yourself so much that you know that the right people gonna be attracted to you. So you stop shrinking yourself. You stand with your posture. You stand straight. You walk with this walk like you are not in rush anywhere because you know it's your space. Okay? You are not afraid of take the space. You are not afraid of share opinions. To have opinions maybe that nobody else have the same ones, because this is what opinion is. It is your unique point of view on certain topic. You don't have to be people pleaser in your opinions, in your values. You don't have to change just because everyone thinks differently. The only reason why people are so extremely uncomfortable with you actually having this different opinion, with you actually knowing your worth, being confident, that's why they're gonna call you arrogant and cocky, because it makes them insecure. Because confidence always gonna take all the insecurity out of everyone around you. And you're gonna be like, why are you even that confident? Like, why? Because they are not that confident in themselves. So they think you shouldn't be either. That's the only reason. It's never about what everyone thinks about you. It's about what insecurities it opens in them. Imagine if someone criticizes you. It's the same thing. If they're gonna criticize something about you that you don't even freaking think it's true and accurate, you won't even be offended. You will only be offended about the things that you deep inside believe in, that are your own insecurities. Imagine you have your brown, beautiful hair, and someone comes to you and tells you your blue hair are actually terrible. And I won't think it's even something about my hair because I just don't have blue hair in the first place. Why would I take this person seriously? I gonna rather ask them like, hey, like, are you okay? Maybe do you want a glass of water? It's kind of warm today. Like, do you need anything? Like, I wouldn't even read it as an attack. I would read it as their own, maybe a little bit different day than every other. But if they speak to you about something you already believe it's true about yourself, of course it's gonna open up all of those insecurities. And that is why this confidence, this charisma, this self-belief was always brainwashed from our heads from day one when we came to this world. Because this little baby, the little you when you were born, you weren't insecure. You were freaking confident. What was the reason for you to be insecure? It was only how all the society, how people brainwashed you to not be that confident, to not believe in yourself too much, to not be too much, to be a good girl, to stay in your line, to not speak your truth if it might harm and just hurt others. But what if by not speaking your truth, by letting go of who you really are, you are losing the most important person in your whole life, yourself. Because you can't pour from the empty glass. If you don't care about yourself first, if you don't love yourself enough, nobody else will. People pleaser is not about doing favors for others, cooking for them, or showing up, whatever. No. People pleaser is about putting their emotions on the pedestal before your own, before how you feel. And that's why you struggle right now with speaking your truth, with being authentic. It's not because you don't know how it is to be authentic self. You already know deep inside. You know what you like, what's your favorite meal, cuisine, what's your style, what's like the way, the energy you present yourself every single day. You already know who you are, but you've been changing it so many times for others that you almost forget. And you know what is the worst part of it? It's like method acting. When you're gonna start playing yourself small to fit in, and you're gonna be like, okay, only today I just gonna lower a little bit my voice, I just gonna be a little bit cuter to make them feel so welcome and comfortable, even though I should set boundaries and say no. Your brain gonna believe it. Your subconscious mind, you're gonna program yourself. You know, like when you're doing upgrade of your MacBook or whatever kind of device, this is what you're gonna do to yourself. You're gonna program yourself the way there's no going back. Because your subconscious mind works like on an autopilot. Whatever you put in there becomes your reality. So if you start shrinking yourself, if you stop setting boundaries and agreeing for everything because you're such a good girl, you won't even remember how it is to stand in your power. Okay? And confidence, charisma, self-belief has nothing to do with disrespect. It actually has nothing to do with being cocky and arrogant, because it's not about treating people badly. It's actually about treating them really genuinely, with all the love, because if you love yourself, you can love others. If you disrespect yourself, how do you want others to respect you? How do you want to respect others as well? If you don't have the same respect, if you don't have the same love for yourself in the first place, you need to treat everyone equally, everyone with the same love, everyone with the same help and support and genuine openly heart. But then how do you want to do it if you don't treat yourself the same way? Ask yourself, when your best friend comes to you and they have this lower day and they are like, I don't know if I'm good enough, I don't know if I'm pretty enough, I don't know if my business is going right, maybe I should give up, my views are all the time the same on the social media, maybe I'm just the Lulu, and you're gonna be shake them, and you're gonna be you get it. You got it. You are the baddest bitch on this planet. You have all the talents, you have beauty, you have brains. You have everything you could ever ask for to succeed, to live your dream life, to be the person you envision yourself, to make and check every single thing, every single box from your, not only to-do list, from your freaking vision board, because you are this person who achieve it. And now what you have to do is go to the freaking mirror and give the same pitch talk to yourself. Because you do it for others. You're always them for them. You're gonna always support them, always believe in them, always gonna give them all of this love and all of those pure intentions and support. You wanna see them win. You need to want yourself win as well. Okay? And this is when you can be the best version of yourself. Because if you were the best version of yourself, if you know how to set boundaries, okay, if you know how to stand up for yourself, if you are not afraid of your energy, either if it's calm and quiet confidence or you're just loud girly, just go and do it your own way. Not everyone gonna like you. You don't have to be everyone's cup of tea or champagne, baby. It would be offensive to be liked by everyone. You don't want to be liked by everyone. You are, again, not something that has to prove your worth, because your worth is already there just for being you. It's the same misconception with rest. People are always it's well-deserved holiday, it's well-deserved rest because I worked so hard. So are you trying to tell me you have to work yourself to the boundaries to deserve rest? Are you telling me you can drink a glass of water or have your lunch break or have a walk because you worked hard? No, you just deserve rest, because there is no productivity, there is no work, there is no nothing, no results without rest, without taking care of yourself. And you need to implement the same exact rule as for the rest, for your self-value. Your value is there. You're already amazing just because who you are. And of course, we can always improve ourselves. You can always work on even becoming better and better every single day. And this is a goal, of course, because you want to be the best version of yourself. Being best version of yourself, being the best, telling yourself every single morning into the mirror, you are the best. It's not about being supreme. It's not about being better than someone else. It's about being better than yourself yesterday. It's about being better than yourself when you had lower self-belief. It's about being better than yourself than you when you were procrastinating, when you didn't believe it can work out, and you thought being delusional is not the strategy until you realized. Being the Lulu is true Lulu. Whatever you believe it becomes your reality. If you're gonna put yourself down every single time, if you're gonna be this harsh parent for yourself, expecting from yourself, I don't know what to prove your worth, to finally start loving yourself, it will never happen. It will never happen, because this is just not how the game works. It works pretty the opposite. You're gonna wake up every single day thinking you are the baddest bitch on this planet, thinking that you love yourself, every single piece of you. Those things that were your insecurities, any kind of complex, if it comes to your physical parents, whatever, those are the parts you have to love the most. And I know it's uncomfortable at first, but you have to look at yourself in the mirror and literally love yourself. Tell yourself how amazing you are. Speak about those qualities that are great. And trust me, whenever you focus on those great qualities, even the better ones gonna come and follow. Because you are already operating from the frequency of love, which is the highest possible frequency. Love and gratitude, there's nothing better. The more you're gonna go shrink yourself into insecurity, don't do it. Because you become best version of yourself when you love yourself. It doesn't work another way around. You just love yourself first and accept yourself and honor your needs, and also forgive yourself for the past. It's not about shaming any past versions of you. Like, why did you treat yourself that way? Why did you hang out with guys that never wanted anything serious? Why did you stay stuck in this job? Why didn't you speak up? Because that was the best thing you knew back in time. Because with given experience, given situation, given just knowledge that you had, that was the best thing you could have done. You need to forgive yourself, not shame yourself. Shame is the lowest frequency. Never go there. You guys, it's been a pleasure. Follow for more on my IG and TikTok, which is Hello, It is Marta. Tons of daily content in there. And make sure to go subscribe either if you're watching YouTube or listening to Apple Podcast or Spotify. And I see you in the next one. You're the baddest, okay? Just remember that. Mwah. Bye.